Hi guys, Kelly Harris here from KDS Caddy. Yes, I've got the GoPro on my head. The last time I had the GoPro on my head, I was washing a vehicle. This time it's my own vehicle. So why am I going to film this today? Well, I've got the trusty cameraman Jay. He might be able to capture how dirty it is. We coated this with Gtechniq, Crystal Serum, Ultra and 2 coats of EXO in the middle of July. It's more than half a year. I mean, we're nearly in February. Well, actually, is it February? Yes, oh, it's Tracy's birthday. I should never forget that. 1st of February. She's going to kill me when she sees this video. So, I'm going to wash this vehicle. So it was, as we've established, a little while ago, we put coatings on this car. It's actually done 6,000 miles. This is probably washed in October, November. So it is grimy and dirty. But I'm going to pre-rinse the wheels to remove as much of the brake dust as I can. So if you notice there how quick, because of the nano coatings, in this case Gtechniq, I'm going to do another one there. See, there's a huge benefit for having nano coatings. I have got the fan, not like a jet point. Whew. It's I don't want to damage any paint. So already you can see, and look on the floor, the brake dust is coming off. So let's do the back wheel, same thing again. So it was 6,000 miles ago the vehicle was coated. It's probably done 2,500, 3,000 miles since I last washed this. Maybe 2,000 miles, but no pampering at all. So let's do half this time. I'm going to do the bottom half. So prevention's always better than cure, and here nano coatings is really preventing anything bonding to the surface. So I'm going to do the same on the back wheel very quickly, and then we'll go on to the vehicle itself, the body. So let's go back around the other side. It's going to be very windy. Let's go back around the other side and I will show you my Lamborghini stool is running away. A special Lamborghini step stroke stool. So let's go back to the dirt down the side of the vehicle. So the mud on the wheel arch there. And if you notice, it's beading at the top and there's sort of a dead area at the bottom, where it's just got all the fallout, which we'll be able to address that in a minute. So as you go up the vehicle, you'll be able to see the beading's insane. It physically hasn't had a spray for the last 2-3 months, all through winter. This doesn't get garaged, it's used every single day. I'm just going to pre-rinse this and put W6 over the vehicle. So notice how the windscreen is working much better there where the wipers are wiping than where it's not been wiped. So there's actually now fallout on the windscreen. You can see that part's not working as well, but the windscreen, where it's being rubbed and cleaned by the wipers, is working very, very well. But again, we can make that work even better. So I'm going to very quickly now, just not shut up talking, walk around, quickly rinse it all. Quickly go around the back. So there's areas of the vehicle that are completely dead, or so you'd assume that the coating's not working, but I know it's going to be dirty and clogged. So what I'm going to do now is use W6 fallout remover, Gtechniq W6. Lots of people think the main purpose of it is just for alloy wheels. But it's for fallout remover, an iron fallout remover, which happens to fall out over the entire car. So I'm even going to do the windscreen. Basically, I'm going to do most of the top surfaces. Normally you'd see us with these sort of standard generic Gtechniq bottles, but for ease and obviously the size of this vehicle and the demonstration here, it's going to be much quicker for me just to pump this, keep going. I'm just going to make sure it's all covered. I could have used a snow foam, I can use bug remover, tar remover, there's many things, but there's a great area here, look, bit of fallout we can capture there. Massive blobs, don't know why they're there, just a random place, and now we've got some fallout reaction happening on the surface of the vehicle now as we've been going round. People comment, I think when we posted before about how much W6 we're putting on the vehicle. Well, we're talking once every 2-3 months here. It's not like we're doing it every single day or every single week, is it? And so far I've probably used less than half a litre. I can feel the weight. If this is going to preserve this finish, make it last for years and years, which it does, I think it's actually a small cost. It's not that expensive as a product. If you spent a lot of money having your car, purchase your car, having it all fully protected professionally, it seems crazy not to just once every couple of months maintain it. Gtechniq is very, very thick, which is nice because it clings longer. That's just what I like. It just sits there because that bonnet is now really changing colour. But actually, I've done no contact at the moment, none whatsoever. Zero contact, zero scrubbing and swirling, juicing actions. All of it's just been a pre-rinse and then spray W6 on. It would be very tempting to just rinse one area and keep rinsing and rinsing. What I need to do is rinse off a little bit off the whole vehicle, but I'm going to do a little bit on the windscreen. So what I'm going to do is just wet the whole surface. So I'm going to go for a wider fan here. I'm just going to re-wet the surface so it hasn't removed all the product, but it's kept it working and diluting it down, so there's less chance of any sort of unintentional staining, drying out of the product. You can see it's starting to run down that wheel very, very well. All the brake dust is coming off. I'm going to adjust the fan. So if you notice, if you come in closer, the beading on the windscreen is actually worse than it was earlier. When I do that, it's starting to get better every time I rinse it. So every time I rinse this, you can see it's improving all the time. So it'd be the same in the bonnet while you're looking at that angle. You might see, if I do the bonnet with a quick rinse and left the suds there, look, it's not going to bead now. It looks like it's killed the beading. If I do it again, it's got a little bit better, but it's not good. If I rinse again, you see it's getting better. There's still product on the surface. You must rinse that off. Now, of course, because we're going to wash this, we don't have to get it all off now. It's a demonstration of there's always product left behind. You'd be amazed how much rinsing you need to do. Every time I rinse that bonnet, the water behaviour is getting better and better. Remember, we haven't washed the vehicle yet, it's still dirty. So I'm going to go around the side, let's go up around here, basically carry on doing that all around the vehicle, which we can probably speed this part up. So what we got is a wash bucket and a rinse bucket. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to start, I'm just going very methodical, overlapping motions, not putting any pressure down. Draw around the edges of the box, do half, go around the edges, draw through the middle, and it's done. If you dip it in the rinse, you get the idea. Pick up some suds, let's do the windscreen. It'll be the same thing again from where I can reach. I go around the edge, overlap through the middle, straight lines. No particular reason for having straight lines apart from it's just easy to know you've not missed anywhere. Flip the other side of the mitt. Do the same again, quite simple, really obvious hopefully. I could set the wipers on this particular vehicle so they're in the service position to get underneath the wipers. It's a good idea to always clean your wipers as well and do that. I'm going to now do a section there through the middle. So I'm trying to section off irregular shaped boxes, but basically making it very, very easy to remember where I've been, what I've done. Do the same again. Sound nice car I can hear coming down the road, down the yard. We know where that is. That is GF Williams. Let's do another area, section, look, overlapping. Nice and simple. You can see the shampoo beading separating because of the nano coatings. It doesn't even stick. Bumpers will be a little bit trickier, especially on this bumper. It's a custom made one-off bumper, mix and match of other vehicles. So I'm going to sort of go over the flat surfaces first. This wash I'm doing here is exactly what I do every time and no more. I've actually deliberately not used any snow foam, any top-up sprays. So whatever you see is going to be the truth. There's very little pressure. I'm just actually squeezing the mitt more than pushing down. I just don't want to drop the mitt. Now what I'm going to do is rinse that, switch mitts, and that's when I'm going to go along the bottom areas. It's much dirtier. And then I'm going to rinse that. We have actually put shampoo even in a rinse bucket, just a little bit. It's not quite as much as the wash bucket, but you can see now that dirtiness is gone. So I can carry on round. I'm going to quickly go round all the bottom of the vehicle, then I'm going to do the wheels, that wheel arch again under the back, quickly skip right round. Then it'll be the wheels. So as I said, we could use different wheel brushes. You could get behind the spokes, clean in there. You can get up behind the discs and clean with them. Clean and shiny, sell them. I'm not going to go through the whole procedure there. It was just to show you a quick wash. So I'm going to do the wheels and rinse it. So it's very important to take all the shampoo off. And there's probably the perfect visual representation is how well the window is now working. As I rinse, it's getting better and better. So it looked like it's working very, very well when I rinsed it before I'd actually washed it. Now it's almost self-drying, look. It's that easy to look after your car once it's had nano coatings from the Gtechniq suite. Notice we've put PPF on the headlights and I haven't coated them. But there's PPF on the front, the whole of the front of the vehicle, and we've coated Gtechniq, Crystal Serum and 2 coats of Exo. And I put PPF on the headlights because I've retrofitted new headlights recently and we haven't had a chance to put serum on yet. So that's what your car would be like if it wasn't coated. And even paint protection film, which all of this has paint protection film, benefits from nano coatings. Do you remember down the side it wasn't working? So you could actually have someone think their coatings has failed. Let me start rinsing from the top. Concentrate on this side. You can clearly see the beading is far superior to earlier. And this part of the vehicle that wasn't working is now working absolutely perfect. After 6,000 miles. Tracy, what day is it today? Yeah, what special day is it? Yeah, yeah. Don't let on. Again, I'm going to repeat, I have to stop because it's probably too noisy. I've done nothing special with this vehicle. I did it at the beginning, Gtechniq, but there's no special wash procedure. It's literally what I'm doing here and fighting with the hose is all I've ever done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to demonstrate the Lamborghini stall step. If you've got a Lamborghini wheel floating around spare in your garage, because most of us have, I'm sure, because somehow we have this Lamborghini wheel. We actually know how. If you look closely, it's got a whacking great big bend and dent, so a customer had to buy a new wheel. So it's very fortunate that he left the wheel with us because I come up with a great idea. So outside, I can't slide and slip, look. I can now do the roof, I can reach for the roof. So this is our little thing we do for Range Rovers. So I don't often, I'm going to be honest, wash my roof. I just wipe it down because you can't see it unless you have a Lamborghini stall. But you get the idea. I can drag it along. It can't slide, it can't step, it's solid. You start using any steps and you lean forward, you kick that back, and you result in banging your panel, creating nice little dents and divots. Yep, I can do that. There we go. I'm going to step on and off a few times. You just want a knee to up, don't you? That's all you want. You've got a bad knee. Why am I doing this loads of times? Is that an outtake? So you can see I didn't even put any W6 on the roof, none whatsoever, still beading really real. All I've literally done, I've deliberately missed it, W6 all the sides, left the top, which is bound to get the most fallout, but even so, I'm sure it's gritty, it's got fallout in it. It's still beading insanely well. So to dry it, a couple of options. Windy day like today causes a little bit of a problem because in those lovely bead droplets, you get a lot of sand and grit stick to it. We don't want the sand and grit sticking to the water droplets because you're rubbing sandpaper in. So you can buy many types of blowers, vac type blowers on the market. This one happens to be a flex battery version. So you can blow the water droplets away. Or even better, for speed, is with an open hose. What we can do is dry the surface of a vehicle with water. And you see what it's doing. It's perfect way of drying the vehicle with water. I'm not worried about the odd 1 or 2 droplets because obviously we're going to go around with a drying towel, but there's no water left for the dirt and dust from the concrete floor, the sand, the grit, the building site, wherever you park next to your dirty gravelly driveway. You've now removed almost all the water. And of course, I'll stop it short. Obviously I'm going to carry on with the rest. What I would do now, Gtechniq drying towel, as you see down this side, how easy it's going to soak up that last little bit of water. I am not putting any effort, energy into, I'm just literally, let's see if I can drag the cloth to show you a demonstration. That's actually taking when the wind doesn't blow it. Let's do that. It's taking the water away, all the way through there. Hopefully that's going to be helpful and show you how washing a vehicle is actually extremely easy, not hard at all. Once it's got quality protection from day one on your brand new car. If your car's not brand new, we can polish it, we can make it look like brand new, and then we can put nano coatings on so it makes it this easy to wash. Oh, the sun, hang on, I can't see a thing. So anyway, as always, like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Kelly Harris from KDS Caddy, and don't forget to smash that bell. Goodbye.